Hey guys, what's going on? It's Trace. I'm here giving you another update on the Zoids Saga DS story translation. It's turned into more than a story translation now because I'm doing all these menus and deck commands and items and parts and Zoid names and pilot names and everything. So it's closer to a full translation, but there's some stuff I'm not doing, but I'm doing most of it. And there's even the stuff that I'm not doing, I might get to at some point. If I'm not too busy or if I have the motivation to do it. So yeah, so what's happened since my last update video? Well, I've completely finished the script to the game. So if I come over here, this is my public Google Sheet of the script. I'll have a link to in the description. Anyone can come and look at all of this. It's completely public. You can't edit it, but you can right click and leave a comment if for example, I have comments here of me. There's some lines in there that I'm going to come back to, or that people have left uh, what they think are better lines or corrections or whatever. And some of them I'll take into consideration, and some of them I won't. For example, they like don't let the Republicans get there first, whereas yeah, don't let the Republic get there first. I definitely think is a better line. Um, but I do appreciate people trying to give suggestions on better lines. So if you're scrolling through and you think something looks weird or wrong, or you just see a grammar mistake or a spelling mistake, you can right click it and leave a comment, and I'll come fix it. So you can help me out that way. Anyway, so yeah, I've done all these lines. There's about 35,000 rows here. Obviously, there's a bunch of empty space, so it's not 35,000 lines. It's about a quarter of that because for each, it's about a fifth of that because for each character, it's usually character, line, space, space. So it's about 7,000, 8,000 lines of dialogue. Still a lot. Wow. But yeah, the whole damn thing all translated. So that's awesome. I've just got to put it into the game, which takes a bit of time as well. But I've got the tools to help me do that. So I'll give a little bit of time while I do other stuff, people to come in and give some corrections or input or whatever before I go ahead and put it in the game. Because obviously, once I put it in the game, if someone makes a correction, then I have to put it in the game again, and that might waste time that I don't need to. So in the meantime, I've been doing deck command descriptions, and out of all the things I've done, even though I've done a lot of cool stuff, I think this might be one of my proudest things. So if I come over to these are the deck command files of the actual DS game. And if you look at the one on the one on the right is the original, the one on the left is my translated one. So for people that haven't seen like a hex file, a binary file before in a hex editor, which is what this is, these are all things called pointers. They basically tell the game. So when you click on a deck command like friendship, which is the first deck command, it'll look at this pointer up here, which is 00000000, which is nice and easy. And that's going to tell it where to find this line, which is the first line of the description for friendship. Anyway, I'm not here to tell you how to do my job, but um, basically, this file is packed. So if I come all the way down the bottom, there's not any spare space. So it ends as soon as it's done with all the descriptions, which sucks for translating because we generally need about 1.5 times the amount of space for an English translation of the deck command description than we do here. So this should extend way further down for me to be able to fit everything. That obviously really sucks because now I don't have enough space to work with. So how in the hell, if I come over to my deck command in English, how the hell did I not only fit it in the same amount of space, but actually in less space if English takes up more room? And the way that I did that is there's some lines in some deck commands that I've constructed in a way that the same text is used for multiple deck commands. So for example, this one, gaining 300 max HP and 30 max EP, that part of my deck command description appears in 3 different deck commands. So rather than writing it out 3 times, I can write it out once and then refer to it 3 times in here for 3 different deck commands. And doing that with like some clever moving around of pointers, I've managed to fit my translation in less space, which that's fucking awesome because I was really trying to think about how the hell I was going to do this, because if I need to get myself more memory, I'm not that great of a hacker. I don't know how to do that yet, and that could set me back a while. But I managed to do that, and I'll actually show you right now if I go to the scene of the game I have here. This is my latest build of the game. It's got a lot of menu text translated. Hopefully you can see that. And if we come over here, we go strategy and we go deck commands. And look, this is a game file I got off GameFAQs that has a lot of deck commands. It has nowhere near all of them, and there's no action replay code to get all the deck commands. So that kind of sucks. Or at least the code I put in just kind of made the game crash at this point. But yeah, I've really like gone all the way to the edges, especially with this line, your transportation Zoid deals. It's from end to end. So I had to count that out and make sure every single line was falling under that amount of characters. If I come over to Sweet Swish and Fiona's Wish, you can see kind of what I was talking about. The second and third line of Sweet Swish are written in the exact same place in memory as the second and third line of Fiona's Wish. The only difference is the spot that the game goes to in memory to find where to print out the second and third line of Fiona's Wish is different to this one, but they both point to the same place. So it's as if this line only had the top line, which saves me a lot of memory, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm going to scroll through all the deck commands so you can, pause and look at them if you want. In some situations where I recognize the deck command from Zoid's Legacy, I try to use the exact same name. Sometimes the exact same name won't fit. And so I came up with... I stopped trying to translate what the deck command title is in Japanese and just came up with a fitting name for it in English that describes, like Speed XL is not what it's called. Or it's actually, no, this one is kind of what it's called in Japanese, but it's a fitting name for the description. The description is a one-for-one translation, and the name in some situations is changed. Got diversion, blanks, cloud cover agitator. A lot of these names are ones I came up with myself. Cloud cover, I came up with myself. Blanks, I came up with myself. Agitator. Agitator is a nod to Monster Hunter because I fucking love Monster Hunter, and I thought it was fitting that kind of like Taunt in Pokemon, where you have to attack. You can't use like a smoke screen or a active camo or an E-shield or anything. Force them to attack. Give you a look at all of these while I'm talking. So since I don't have access to all the deck commands, I could stop and like play the game normally to try and get all the deck commands. That will obviously take a lot of time. But I'm pretty confident that even the ones that are locked here, that I've got them right, because I've been pretty diligent. And man, like if this one fits, then I'm pretty confident that all of them fit. This one was difficult. So I probably won't stop and get all the deck commands, but when I release my first public build of the game, my first like English patch, sorry, you guys can tell me if any of these are wrong, and then I can go edit them. So I'll do it like after the fact. There's only so much testing I can do on my own. It'll be faster if other people. So yeah, I actually managed to do the deck command descriptions. Even though I was pretty worried that I might not be able to because of the memory limitations. Yeah, pretty cool. Is there anything else that I've done? My last update video. I'm trying to think. I think it's just the deck command descriptions and over half the game, like 20,000 lines of translating, which I guess that's something too. So yeah, my next update video there's more descriptions I have to do. These item descriptions on the right, I need to do them as well as all the lines that show up down here. They're in a different part of the game's files. So like in deck commands, here where it says choose deck command to set, and then it's like choose which deck command to set. And like here where it's like remove deck command, that stuff down there is in a different part of the game's files, so I can get to them all at once separately. So I'll probably have that done, and once again item descriptions, and honestly once I've done that, not much left. There's like sort by where it's got all these. I think I'll be able to find them pretty easy. Those are easy to do because I've already actually done this bit, but in Zoids lab. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling. That's basically all the stuff I have to show you. Yeah, if you want to support me, which some people have and I'm super grateful for, because 35,000 lines of translation, or even 8,000 or 9,000 lines of translation, that's like, I think I calculated it, it was like 10 to 15,000 Australian or US dollars worth of translation that I've just kind of done out of passion for the game. So people that have sent me donations on my Ko-fi page are absolute legends because it's pretty motivating when people show their support. Even just with comments, but like especially with like $5 here or there, it goes a long way to like feel like people really want this and they're really going. Yeah, I'll have a link to that down below in the description for anyone who wants to chuck a few dollars my way. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next update video. It shouldn't be too long, but yeah, I hope you guys are getting you excited because this kind of stuff's never been done before. So yeah, alright, I will catch you guys later. Peace.